Good morning, everybody. Make sure it's plugged in. We'll be right on our way. It's kind of a test run. I just want to make sure my mic. Before I used to kind of jam the wire in between the helmet visor and the helmet. We'll see if I created too much wind, so hopefully this will actually improve the sound. So go around these cars. So I made this really cool video on Movie Maker that involves the Drive soundtrack, and if you watch the beginning of the Drive movie, it's him helping, being a driver for two robbery suspects, and it's really a cool soundtrack, and I put it on there. So if you ever need to know how to add a movie soundtrack, I'm the man, because YouTube movie soundtracks are awful. There's a really limited selection, and I know it's a rev share deal, and not all artists are down with it, but that's stupid. Oh wow, a lot of weirdos tonight. So we're going on to eastbound off Arlington, or to westbound, Santa Monica off Arlington. Just has to Crenshaw, going, of course, westbound. So good. So, I think I told you guys about my dirt bike experience, which was actually a really good experience. I loved it. The School of Dirt. I highly advise, like I said, anybody to take School of Dirt. Also, I'm going to be actually taking the Advanced Rider course in about 2 weeks. Again, actually. You should typically take the course every 2 years. Since 2 years is how long the discount is on your insurance. And you should always keep that up to date and brush up on your skills. I'm a big believer in training. And I always think stuff like that, especially when you're an avid rider. I mean, if you're a so-so rider, But if you're an avid rider, it just only makes to have the latest techniques, the latest drills, the latest it's always, you can never get enough too much training on a bike. I guess you can say the same thing goes for a beginner rider, but see, the problem is with riders is, I think I said this in one of my other videos, is that there's too many people who basically ride on weekends, which is great, it's cool, and you can only ride when you can ride, but the problem is when you ride on weekends, it's, you're only so, your skills are only so developed for that one day, for the few hours, if you're lucky, hours of riding. You should be riding every day. Every day should be your riding day, at least at the minimum every few days. You should be taking advantage of. And actually, it's funny. I was listening to this one podcast, and they're talking about the BRC course, Basic Riders course, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, it's raining. There's a big typhoon. They must be canceling the class." And lo and behold, they didn't. And they're like, "Hell no! This is actually the best time to ride, because if you can ride in the middle of a hurricane or crazy hurricane season, that only makes you a better rider," which is totally true. That's actually that's when you should receive the most training. So I'm in complete concurrence with that. I think it was raining and pouring. I think then you're slipping all over the place. That's the time you actually need instructor supervision to say, "Hey, am I doing this right?" Sorry, this microphone keeps going all over the place. A lot of cars out today. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Also, a buddy of mine had an awful experience at Berts Auto Mall. Apparently, they didn't torque down all of his nuts and bolts on his bike. Apparently, when you get a bike, it comes with a front wheel off, actually. It comes in a big crate, and it's just the body and the wheel. They install the wheel. Alright, and then they install I'm sure there's other shit they install, and, make sure everything's cool. So he bought a bike, V-Strom 650 from Berts Auto Mall, and lo and behold, the nuts and the bolts on the bike, I guess the thing used to vibrate. And it's kind of weird, because it's a brand new bike, everything should be torqued down, and I guess, if I got a brand new bike and it was shaking a lot, I guess in my mind I'd be like, well, maybe it's just not broken in, blah, blah, blah. You really don't know what to think. So he basically rode it, and the front brake caliper popped off. Luckily for him, it didn't go into his wheel. So the actual brake pad, the caliper, the mechanism of the front brake itself popped off. And I guess it was shaking so much that I guess it wasn't tightened enough or whatever. It actually just popped off, and it was really weird. So he goes back, and the only reason why I'm vouching for this guy is A, he's like, I've known this guy since I was a boy, like he's my brother. B, I'm the one that pseudo got him into. I mean, I'm sure I was one of many people who got him into riding, but I'm the one who used to nag him all the time. So I felt really bad, but so apparently Berts Auto Mall didn't tighten down the nuts and the bolts correctly. Left a few, I guess it was a half-assed job. Some guy was late to his lunch, I don't know. Really crappy situation. Pops off, almost goes into the wheel barrel of the bike, front wheel drive. And almost, literally, like, to be honest, almost fucking kills him. So he takes it back, he's like, what the fuck did happen? And he actually thought, he didn't even think it was he actually didn't think it was it was Berts. He thought it was like somebody trying to fucking hurt him. So he goes back. They say, oh no, it's, what's a real weird thing is they never say yes or no to tighten it all the way or not. It's really a creepy way they positioned it. So back and forth, he takes it down there. Oh, this guy's a GoPro user too. Takes it back, and they like give him the runaround, blah blah blah. He's like, I want a new brake line, because that, who knows what, literally he wants a whole new brake mechanism. In the end, they do give it to him. They do give him props for that. But what's so stupid is the runaround they gave him, and they never really fixed that too. And literally, I mean, it's not like they build the bikes, it's not like they come, like, it's not like cars from Japan, right? Like in Japan, they build the parts, they're assembled here. That's all done. But apparently, I guess bikes is the front wheel is off, and they have it's up to the dealer to build the bike. It's kind of interesting how they do it. But I guess they didn't tighten all the bolts, and literally, like, it was a shady job. So I got smart to Berts Auto Mall. So I will not be doing that. Bundy Drive, just actually crossing 405, now crossing Bundy Drive on the westbound going Santa Monica on the 10. About 1 mile away from Cloverfield exit. I swear these are so I'm gonna Yelp this. I'm a huge Yelper, so I am gonna definitely Yelp this. there's a lot of, I don't know, I want to, but, you know, I think there's just still a lot of good used bikes out there. I like this bike still. I think I'm gonna definitely run this into the ground. Maybe I can get a couple $100 for it, but I still think there's a little bit of life left in it. It's just not much. Definitely not much, but. I was gonna slow down near the exits just because people leave. See, like this, these cars, like right here, they kind of leap out like that, and then they go back like little kids, scare little girls. So ones like this, they're like, it's so worth it. I gotta be more careful on my borderline reckless and stuff. The key to this is just reading the road. That's really it. Reading the cars, reading the traffic, just being able to adjust accordingly. Now, don't get me wrong, man. There's idiots out there who just fucking leap out and just want to make a sudden lane change. And trust me, I'm one of those idiots too. Go around this guy. Thank you. So Berts Motorcycle, I don't know. My buddy, you know, after that I was like, I don't know. I think they're the bigger dealer. I think they do a good job. I just think you just gotta really make sure the bike's inspected by. And then on top of that, they didn't even want to give him a free oil change or anything. I was like, okay, we fixed it. Like, really? So all this drama, bullshit, you're not gonna even give me a free oil change or blah, blah, blah. He had to actually make a hint to the dealer or the guy he bought it from. He made a hint to him, like, dude, told him what went down. The guy was like, oh, that sucks, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm sure we're doing our best to look into it. Give him all that bullshit run around stuff. And then after he complained, then one of the service managers calls him and says, dude, I just want to make this better for you. And I'm like, really? You had to ask for that? That should be automatic, dude. What a... I don't know. I think, like I said, I think their mechanic, from what I heard, their mechanics are sleeping at the, you know, they're more interested in either sandwich or in lunch than they are working on their bikes. That's just me. I'm going to send this video to my buddy. Alright guys, I'm at work now. Thanks for keeping me company.